Hey YouTube, what's going on? Obviously, in this video, I want to talk about my most anticipated games coming out for the rest of the generation and for the Wii U, around this launch period. So let's get right into it. Now, the first game I have on my list is actually a HD collection, and I've really, never been, an HD collection guy, nor have I been, new play control on the Wii, or anything like that. I really haven't, rebought any old games like this. But I will buy this, and the game I'm talking about is Zone of the Enders HD Collection. For those of you who are longtime subscribers of me, you know I love the hell out of Zone of the Enders. Zone of the Enders 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. I definitely, put it in my top 3 favorite games of all time. And if you did not play Zone of the Enders 1 and 2 on the PS2, if you missed them, I definitely recommend that you go out and pick up this collection when it comes out. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. It's done by Hideo Kojima, so you know it's going to be it's a good ass game. They're really good games, guys. I definitely recommend you go buy the HD collection when it comes out. The next game on my list is BioShock Infinite. The reason why I'm excited for this game is because, in a genre that is so stale and stagnant, such as the FPS genre, it's like seeing a light at the end of the tunnel when you watch some Bioshock Infinite footage. You see what I'm saying? I'm tired of the generic military shooters, the generic four-man squad taking on the enemy army completely by themselves. We've seen it with Call of Duty, we've seen it with Battlefield, we've seen it with Gears of War, although not an FPS, but you still get a point. You still get the point. We saw it with Killzone. Four-man squad taking on the whole army by themselves. So when I see something unique, creative, out of the ordinary, like BioShock Infinite, both visually and gameplay wise, I definitely want to go out and support that game. So that's why I'm excited for BioShock Infinite. The game looks amazing. I love the BioShock franchise. Number 2 was a tad bit disappointing. It definitely didn't live up to number 1, but it was still a good game. But it definitely looks like Infinite is going to live up to the first game, definitely. The next game on my list is Assassin's Creed 3, and the reason why I'm excited for this game is because Ubisoft has done exactly what I wanted them to do. If you guys remember that video I did a long time ago where I was talking about how Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed are just, minor, upgrades, each year or whatever. I said, they need to do new engine, new this, new that, and that's exactly what Ubisoft is doing with Assassin's Creed 3, New updated engine, whole new animations, revamped combat system, the hunting looks awesome, it looks like they improved the platforming even more, and more importantly, the premise is just simply amazing. You're an assassin running around, during colonial times, during the American Revolution. That is just like awesome ass setting to me. It really can't get. I couldn't even think of a better setting for that than for the next Assassin's Creed game. It looks amazing. I'm definitely gonna be picking that game up day one, no doubt about it. The next game I have on my list is Project P100. For those of you who may not know, this is a launch window title for the Wii U made by Platinum Games. And for those of you who don't know who Platinum Games is, which you should know, that's the people who have done Bayonetta, Vanquish which was a really great game, although short. Mad World on the Wii, and they did Beautiful Joe, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did Beautiful Joe. So yeah, they have a really good track record, and they're also doing Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengeance. So yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that this is going to be a good game because it's made by Platinum Studios. Whatever Platinum Studios touches turns to gold. So there's no doubt in my mind that this is going to be a great game. And it kind of looks like a Beautiful Joe and Pikmin combination, which is pretty damn cool. So yeah, I'll definitely be picking that game up. The next game on my list is Zombie U. Now, I was on the fence about this at first. I wasn't really 100% sold on it. But after reading so many hands-ons and actually, talking to people who have been to the Wii U experiences, they told me that the game feels fine because, that was my biggest concern because judging from the gameplay, the game looked a little stiff. But to the people I've talked to and to the hands-on I've read, they said the game feels fine. So that pretty much sells me on it right there. But the reason why I can't wait to get this game is that it is real survival. Real survival. Real survival. Real horror survival. A lot of games today, they call themselves horror survival, but they give you abundant ammo, abundant checkpoints, regenerating health. That is not horror survival, people. That is not horror survival. What Ubisoft is doing with Zombie U, that is true horror survival. And it's not horror because zombies are scary and the zombies popping up are scary. It's horror because you're scared because of the fact that one bite and you're dead. And you have 5 shots in your gun, and then you have, if you run out of that, you have to find another gun or melee your way through. And that's why I love about Zombie U. You know, it's real survival. You know, Ubisoft is showing everybody how it's done. The next game on my list is The Last of Us. Now, a lot of people like to bash this game, say it's an Uncharted clone. It just, you know, it's Uncharted, a slower pace Uncharted, except with an older Drake and a much younger Elena. You know, which, you know, they're kind of true though. You know, they're kind of right, but at the same time, you know, you got to realize what you're saying. You're saying it looks like an Uncharted clone. You see what I'm saying? But does it play like Uncharted? No. And that, you know, and that's all that matters. So the reason why I'm excited for The Last of Us is because, you know, it's, you know, like I said, with Zombie U, you know, it's real survival. You got 4 or 5 shots in a gun, you know, you have to move slowly, you have to creep around, you can't just run out and just, you know, just go wild, you know. You have to think about your next move, you have to think about your decisions, you know, and you really feel, you know, the atmosphere of, you know, struggle, you know, you see what I'm saying? And you really have to, like I said, you have to strategize, have to think about how you're going to approach certain situations, you know, and stuff like that. So that's why I'm excited to play The Last of Us, because like I said, it's real survival. The last game on my list is Injustice: Gods Among Us. The reason why I'm excited for this game is because, you know, it's from NetherRealm Studios. They did a damn good job with MK9. MK9 was one of my favorite games last year. MK9 pretty much made up my first college year. You know, like that was the main game I was playing with everybody in my dorm and whatnot. And I was going to Mortal Kombat tournaments around the campus, whooping people's ass with Scarlet and Cabal. You know, so I'll definitely be picking up Injustice: Gods Among Us. And, you know, the game itself looks really cool, looks really awesome, and they're doing a really cool story, you know, behind it. It's about Batman leading a rebellion against Superman. That is so badass to me, and I can't wait to play the story mode. Because, you know, the story mode on MK9 was really well done, and I was not expecting a story mode that good, you know, on a fighting game. But, you know, they did it. So I can't wait to see what Injustice: Gods Among Us, you know, is going to be like. It's going to be a good-ass game. So let me know what you guys are looking forward to down below. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you fools later. Peace.